Happy Monday morning, sir.
Happy Monday to you as well.
Boy, last week was once again very exciting, I felt.
Yeah, we were busy, that's for sure. We definitely had a lot going on, and there's a little bit to talk about, I
Yeah,
would say.
we actually are now fully converted over to a 10 gig network.
True, and what that does for us is allows us to work collaboratively
Yeah.
quicker.
Yeah, I think what I said mostly more importantly than anything was I don't want to have to notice waiting,
Sure.
right? But
We had a workflow in place, let's put it that way. We had
yeah,
a workflow in place, and yes, sometimes it was, all right, so we have to wait about, 15, 20 minutes while these files transfer.
we finally got everything up and running. All the equipment internally is 10 gig. I wish
Mhm.
we had 10 gig internet. That'd be
Wouldn't that
amazing.
be nice?
But
Yeah. Just
right.
internally, as long as all of our devices are connected and
Yeah.
talking to each other pretty quickly,
Yeah.
that's all we really need.
Yeah, so that's helping out quite a bit. So tell me, how's DaVinci going for you? We've done the switch over, right?
Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going fantastically. Amazingly, no hiccups whatsoever. I'm not confused by where any of the buttons are. That's for sure. It's going okay. There's still a learning curve, obviously, because
Yeah.
it's slight tweaks to different processes. You know what you want to do. It's just making sure you know how to do that.
And in fact, speaking to that last week, I had put together a multicam workflow in DaVinci. We decided to add a separate angle that we weren't going to originally add. So I look over at your editing,
And all of a
and
sudden, the timeline is just an absolute mess. It's chaos. It's pandemonium.
but a lot of it is just I think a lot of muscle memory and just actually doing it. Well, and so speaking of, we finally did our first edit for one of our clients who
Hmm.
is their business is like a soccer reaction.
I never really bothered to look at any kinds of, reaction videos at all, let alone soccer reaction videos. So I didn't know what to expect when we're editing, trying to get and create momentum and excitement with the video.
I got to speak to that actually for a minute. That so I'm not I don't really follow soccer,
Hmm.
so I knew that was going to be a challenge. I had to do a little bit of background like research, like okay, what exactly
Is
is
soccer.
what is soccer?
Name one type of player on the field. Go.
Quarterback,
There it is.
wrong football.
Quarterback.
Um, the challenge that came with all that for me and just in general is because of copyright,
Hmm.
we can't actually show the match. So how do you show this momentum without showing actually what's going on?
Right. The biggest question I had was, how do you give context?
Yeah.
How do you know what you're looking at as a viewer going, oh, wow, he reacted to
Yeah.
something?
Surprisingly, I actually showed the final edit of the very first one to my wife. I said it's 4 minutes long. She's like, "I'll watch like a minute maybe, okay? Just because I'm tired." So I was like, "All right, cool. That's great." And she didn't even notice. She watched the
The
entire
whole
video.
thing.
So
That's not bad.
to his credit, he is fun to watch. Well, speaking of multiple, videos, we shot 3 videos last week for
Yes, we did.
ourselves, because we are trying to challenge ourselves to make more content creation for ourselves. We actually mention it in one of our videos
True.
that as a business owner, you get so busy, it becomes hard to remember to work on your social media presence.
Work on your own business.
Because we actually came up with a plan, which is funny because it's what we do for our clients, is we come up with a plan for them,
We just
but we didn't make ourselves a plan.
right.
And so I felt like last week, and I think we talked about this, it really felt like we just knew what we were doing. We didn't have moments where it was like, I don't know, want to shoot a video?
Right. Yes, we were more organized. We had
Yeah.
more direction. It was easier for us to go, oh, that's right. We've got that on the back burner. We've got
Yeah.
that on the back burner. Let's just pick up one of the projects that we're supposed to be working on.
Right. And on top of that, I think I've said several times, it seems like we run into challenges with our clients.
Hmm.
And it's like, these are consistent things we keep finding from our clients that they need this kind of help. So it's like taking those notes that we've been taking as far as, okay, I remember this being a big pain point, and let's make a video about it. Let's make a short tips video about it.
How do I effectively advertise using social media for marketing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've hit some bumps along the way. We've figured things out. We've done the research.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of information and knowledge to pass on.
Yeah. Well, and so with all those pain points, et cetera, talking through social media stuff, we talked last week that we had a client that we finally felt like we were getting the ball rolling.
Yes.
And we confirmed, like, not just like, yes, we're going to go with you. Like contract signed,
Yep.
full deposit payment for services.
Hmm.
And I'm very excited about this one.
I'm really stoked to see what kind of stories we can tell with them
Yeah.
because, yeah,
Well, and you know what's great to me about this type of project and about this type of client is it's not the exact same content every single time.
right.
We get to flex our creativity
Mhm.
that they've trusted us with. They've seen our past work.
Yep. I mean, essentially, yeah, we get to play within different spaces. And
Yeah.
that is a lot of fun to be saying, all right, now we actually get to work within this. And here are the constraints. Here's the message we're trying to send. And it's like, what can we come up with? Oh, I'm stoked. I'm
Right.
excited for it.
Yeah. We have an overall grasp of who they are as a business,
Mhm.
but it is what does this video speak to your voice as a company, right?
Right.
And we have to be able to match that. You know, if we're doing a video for like let's say a retirement home,
Mhm.
you're not going to make like a super high energy like rap style.
I disagree. I
Music
think we
video.
need a lot of skateboards in that one. It's got to be high octane, Sunny
Yeah.
D, skateboards, California.
I love it.
Boom. We got the trifecta there. That's going to give you a great video.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we would learn quickly whether we have found the voice of that company.
They trusted us. And this is what we gave them. They trusted us.
We mentioned last week that we're trying to be better,
Mm-hmm.
just showing activity through Instagram stories, you know, all that stuff. I do feel like we have some, maybe not like super over the top interesting things to share from the daily, but I feel like we do at least have activity that we can be sharing.
Definitely.
So if nothing else, maybe it lets people know, hey, we are working for you,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And with the way the algorithm has been changing recently on Instagram, you know, they're not prioritizing reels as much. We need to be exploring not only for us but for our clients,
Mm-hmm.
what is the best format? And it will come down to whatever we find works and whatever research we find that says that stories or whatever else is most effective. That's what we're going to use for our clients.
Yep.
One of the problems I think has been, how do you effectively show a story where what you're doing is you're working on the wireframing and content building for a website?
If there's one thing that I learned from reality television, you force drama into it. So what you have to do
Yeah.
is it no longer becomes about the wireframe. We're telling a story now. You're going to be over there at the computer kind of planning out all these pages, and I'm going to go, Travis, I can't believe you said that, is what I'll do. And you're like, I didn't say anything. And I'm like, I can't believe you did that. And so that's what you do.
Okay.
You generate that tension, that friction.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
websites. So
Yeah,
let's
tell-
get back on track
the-
here.
the word-
Man, I love building websites.
You know,
Um,
let's speak to that. But the thing is, the client is very happy with the product we're giving. It may not be what we necessarily love to do.
It's because it's not flashy. Just like you
Right.
said, we can't make an interesting and compelling story or video out of the fact that, hey, watch us code the back end of a
Right.
website doing custom CSS elements.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be.
It's
Unless,
not the
we want to put people to sleep. I guess we could, like, we
we
got our
could
nighttime
do
reels,
a live stream
a live stream.
of,
Okay.
of us developing a website.
Mhm.
Not going to happen.
That's great.
Yeah, so been a busy week. We have quite a
is.
bit more to do. I mean, this week is packed as well.
It is
It's going to be great. So next week's update is going to be
chock full
a
of
fun one.
wholesome goodness,
Yeah,
and
Wholesome.
little nuggets of just wisdom.
something.
Something.
Maybe not wisdom, but something.
There may be some wisdom in there.
So
It may sneak in accidentally.
On that note, guys, we're gonna head out. Thanks for joining us this week. Don't forget, you know what? Just subscribe if you haven't already to get more of this. Make sure you interact with our social media over on Facebook, Instagram, and of course, you have an Instagram as well.
I do, and I promise we're really friendly.
Yeah.
Really engaging, really friendly. We'll
It's some
talk
fun
to
stuff.
you guys.
Yeah.
So
We will. All right. So
Yeah.
this is the end. It's ending.
It has ended.
We're done.
There we go.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, good. Now that the cameras are off, I don't know what we were doing
What
there,
was
Travis, but that
that?
was just complete garbage. I think we need to take another look
Okay.
at what we're saying
What-
before we say
What
it.
is happening?